Service.
Hey, what's up? It's Lip Service, and we are back. The whole crew is here. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm L'Oreal. And we got Lil Mo here with us.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Now, I do have to start it off on a somber note and say rest in peace to Combat Jack, a.k.a. Reggie Osei.
He was one of my lawyers. Him and Edwards actually were my first lawyers.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
In the same week.
That's crazy.
For both of them to pass away, rest in peace to Edwards as well.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, Reggie is one of the people that owns the Loudspeakers Network that Lip Service is on.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And so it was just, you know, we just got to give a shout out to his family. We're really close with Kim, his ex-wife, and his 4 children and everything. So, yeah, we appreciate everything that Combat Jack did, because even just starting a podcast network so early on in the game, when people weren't even thinking about that, and then bringing all these podcasts to it, it just was really monumental. You know, his background as an entertainment lawyer, because he was your lawyer, Little Mo, and actually not practicing law anymore to follow his passion.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm sure earlier on that law was a lot more lucrative than trying to start a podcast network. Oh, yeah. But it does show you that while you're here, like, pursue whatever you're passionate about. And while it might not pay off at first, in the long run, it really can. Yeah. So the one thing I always think about is, like, I would hate for something unfortunate to happen and I didn't follow my dreams.
Right.
Dang, like, I really just got sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm sorry.
Emotional.
Prayers go out to his family, you know.
It's like
friends.
Freaking the holidays and New Year's.
I know, it's awful.
You just never know when it's going to be somebody's last time.
His cancer.
Yeah, like, but from Ed, then 3 days later.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Well, I know you want us to get the show started, so we are going to do that. Now, obviously, all of us read the blogs all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And one thing we were talking about is men who paint their nails and things like that, because I saw they had one of the cast members from Love and Hip Hop, A1 was on, and they were talking about how he's, you know, painting his nails. It was a little clapback situation. So we were talking about guys who paint their nails and how do we feel about that.
Okay.
So Carl was painting his nails.
No, absolutely. He gets manicures. I just now got him on getting those because I was like, you have really nice hands. Because, you know, man hands, they either look like they digging in dirt, shoveling shit, or they just have soft hands that smell
I love when men have nice hands.
And he has really nice hands. But them feet, baby, because he an athlete. So he gets his hands done. And so the girl was like, you should let me put a declearer on it. And I was like, he was like, declearer? And he was like, no, I don't want no clear. I said, no, the gel, it helps so the nails won't, like, break. And it really looks nice.
Wait, he was going to get a gel manicure?
No, the clear gel, and then you buff it so it looks like it looks nice and neat. Yeah. Because but he's not coming home with no nail polish.
So the gel is okay or no?
The buff
and shine.
Yeah, where it looks like
when it looks shiny, but there's nothing on it. It's just the way they buff it.
Not like a tip.
Yeah, but that's
it
not
for a man.
No nail polish.
There's no polish.
Clear. What about if it's clear?
Clear polish?
No clear polish, because he doesn't want stuff like that. And besides, like he boxes that's $35,
right?
And
no, and clear nail polish, it's shiny and it's.
And once it peels, it's a wrap. Like
I don't like the clear polish on guys. Like to me, that shit is awful.
No polish. A buff and shine is fine.
What about black polish?
No.
See, it depends on their personality. Right. Some people have like that weird vibe about them, and then I get it. But some people, they play like they wear, and I'm just like, okay, you're doing this for attention. Exactly.
Right,
I'm like, knock it off.
I think if they got the rock and roll thing going on, like a little Uzi Vert kind of, you know.
But see, Uzi from Philly, and what's crazy is that my brother-in-law used to date his mother, and I'm just like, it's always been to the so we think that might be my nephew. Hello, child. When I tell you we got kids everywhere, everywhere. But he like
Let's
he
see
can
your
get away.
shoulder move. I'll let you know if y'all. Oh yeah, that's your cousin.
You got everybody in Philly like does that. It's just like something my son was doing. I was like, what is that? They was like, I don't know. It's
he came out the womb like.
But they like he can get away with it because like he just has
his persona.
Like him, maybe like a Wiz Khalifa,
right.
The XXXTentacion, him, Kodak Black. It's just certain people.
I can't see Kodak Black doing that.
So it's kind of a younger,
like a black,
it's
but
kind
not
of like a younger thing, is what you're saying, because it's like the younger artist.
But it's more like a grunge, like a grunge rock type of thing.
So y'all don't remember
because I know white guys that was in, you know, that will paint their nails, but they were, you know, wearing the scuffed up docks and the
and their parents be rich and have all that money and they got trust funds,
the long dirty hair and the trench coats like the like the Columbine kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a little scary.
You know,
but
why did you say?
Yeah, that's a little scary.
The trench coat mafia.
Yo,
I'm actually describing kids I went to high school with. Honestly, I went to an art school, so I'm describing kids that I went to high school with. But they wore black nails.
What about what if it was like Jeezy or
no? Like you don't remember when Young Thug?
I just instantly thought about that picture that's floating around Instagram with the toy soldier Jeezy, the toy Chanel.
I couldn't see
toy Chanel.
I couldn't see Jeezy. I wouldn't see Fab. I wouldn't see Casanova. It's just certain people. Davies, nope. They just too. Y'all mean they just like nah. It's for the ones that just like sing like the kiddie songs.
Right.
Would I want anybody that I'm dating to have black nails? No. And nothing against whoever feels like that.
It is.
Yeah, I'm just not. And I like weirdos.
What about
but
red then?
No paint.
Red, no.
Above and shine.
Black or clear, I feel like for a guy, I wouldn't automatically look at him and be like, oh, he must be gay. If I seen black or clear, I'd be like, all right, he just different.
Yeah. I don't think nail polish make you gay.
No, but red, Mo, come on.
Red, I mean, you know what, really? The way the world is now, because people are so sensitive and you can't say nothing. Whatever you want to do and it makes you happy and you're satisfied, just do that. If you want to shave your head and have your balls hanging out, just do your thing. Like, you can't say nothing to people without them trying to... Now, people be... No, because they say if you let a man walk in the girl bathroom, like, bitch, yeah.
True.
Now, what about guys who get like plastic surgery?
Like LL with the ab shit?
LL has
that's what they say. The internet has said, but we know the internet don't lie. They said LL had got that thing. We got a rib removed.
Y'all remember that? I remember that.
They said him. They said D'Angelo. They had said everybody. They said everybody getting it now.
No, I used to work for D'Angelo, and he did work out every single day.
He had hips.
He had the personal trainer, Mark Jenkins, and every single day he was in the gym.
He did not get no damn ass plastic surgery.
Yeah, so I don't think that D'Angelo did.
No, he didn't.
I can't speak for anybody else.
When he did the How Does It Feel video?
Yeah, no, he was working out every single day, all day.
I need to see that video footage because that's an athletic body, and from the size he went from to that, I don't know.
No, he really was because I worked for his label, and so every day I scheduled like his workouts with it was Mark Jenkins that was his personal trainer, and he really was working out because he gained mad weight.
That was plastic surgery.
And the one thing that he loved doing was like working out. God. He wouldn't go to the studio.
Have you seen him lately though?
No,
maybe that thing like Madea, I heard.
Yeah,
no, but when you stop working out, all that shit goes away. You can work out hard for years as soon as you
plastic
stop.
surgery do too.
Yeah, plastic surgery definitely goes away. That's a maintenance thing. I say that all the time.
That's a maintenance thing.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta get a tune up, keep it up. Oil change, like
you always gotta get a tune up with plastic surgery.
So guys getting like lipo, you think like if you were dating a guy, he had like the spare tire.
That happened to me. He didn't get lipo, but if he was to get lipo, I wouldn't be mad at him because his little spare tire was weird. His little spare tire was so weird that he always wore like hoodies or like Adidas.
Like a man fupa?
A hole around like a
tire. Like
I don't
a donut.
Like men with that. That scares me. That makes me think
he wasn't like a big
predator.
guy. he wasn't big guy. He didn't have like a fat body. He just had this weird around his stuff. It was like
he needs to go get lipo then.
Like
a butt gut. I wouldn't be mad if he got lipo because he had a butt gut. Yep, that's exactly what it was. That's a good way to describe it.
What's up with the bull?
It was to the point where he always wore like Adidas track jackets or like a hoodie.
Was he wearing waist
going out somewhere and he couldn't wear
a waist trainer might not have been bad for him.
Well, I mean, this was.
Remember the man waist trainers they tried to push? Them shits.
Yeah, Effie had one.
No, he didn't. Shut up.
Wait, are you serious?
We got video footage of him. Prima Donna came up and he had it on.
Oh, just trying. Okay.
I don't know if he used it.
Jeez.
But she gifted him one.
She gifted
him one.
I got a whole bunch of them Jones. Prima Donna, I call her P. Diddy. Like, that thing hustled them things.
Didn't they like sue her because they said it didn't work?
No. Who? For real? Charlotte worked on me. I couldn't breathe. I'd be up in the thing like this. Yeah. Like, bitch, if you don't close your lips, bitch, I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
If I'm not,
I'll be snitched.
So if that guy, Gigi, with the spare tire, decided he wanted to use a waist trainer.
In the house, behind closed doors. Don't come outside in it.
But you'll be fine laid up with him with his waist trainer.
No. Do that on your own time.
The zip up ones, because they got the joints. Remember the back of the day ones that make you sweat? The sweat joints, they sell them at Marshalls
to work out and stuff.
Yeah, and then you take it off and be all sweat and stretched out. Like, just put
But they said that's not good because that's water weight that you lose when you sweat it out. So then it comes right back as soon as you drink some water. That's from what I've heard.
I would not have been mad at him for trying to diffuse the situation.
Right.
You know, and
because
I
as
also
women,
would
we
not
have all
been mad
kind of
at him.
options.
Would
if
you
he
have
would've-
taken care of him?
after his lipo?
After his lipo?
Yes.
I would have.
She would have.
I would have.
I didn't know
some
men had
apple
low
juice.
self-esteem like that.
Oh my God.
I would
men
have
are-
made sure he took his Percocets.
Men are so
70 at 30s,
self-conscious.
15s, 10s, and 5s. Maybe I could push them things. Hello. I ain't lying.
You live in Philly, you sure can.
Hello. Bitch got a 30 in her purse.
She live in Philly.
What about what about
30.
if a man got like lip fillers or something, or like?
No, I know people that
Nah,
get
you
that.
ODing,
That's too
you
much.
ODing.
My makeup artist, he gets those. But I didn't know he had them.
But he's your makeup artist.
Yeah.
But if a dude just like, I'm feeling the type of way, I want a little plump down here. Like,
No.
That's weird.
like that's weird. Like,
It's very metro.
Whatever makes
Too
you
metro.
Very metro.
I think a guy could get a nose job
Why?
if he don't like the way.
If he
his
played
nose
football
look.
and it got broke, yeah.
Oh,
but
well,
if
no,
you was
if he
talking
just
about
don't
my
like
guy,
how he was in the-
If he was in Dubai and got hit on the 4-wheeler,
yeah, like
That's
Okay, what if
that's
his nose he
surgery,
just
but
didn't
cosmetic.
like it?
No, like she said,
Like
corrective
a Owen
is the only
Wilson nose,
acceptable.
though. where
His nose was broken. That's why it looks like that.
Owen Wilson
Will look
nose
like
make
he
him
said like
money.
this.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, come on, babe, let's go
That's
to the
his signature. That nose.
go to
I like
Not
it.
Dr. Miami. He don't do noses, right?
Yeah, he does. He actually does really. He specializes in that. He went
He
to school for
specializes in
that.
noses.
But everybody
Yeah.
just want to
He-
get
when he
Everybody
first
want to
started-
get ass and titties.
You know, Dr. Saltower, when he first started doing plastic surgery, that was his specialty, noses. Yes, noses and tongue
That's
tucks.
whose specialty is that? Dr. Massive
From the show?
from Botched.
I figured
Yeah.
that's what you
Oh,
said.
yeah, I
love
like that
them.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that when they be fixing people's life.
Now, what about if a guy wanted to get like, say his ass was super flat? Because
No.
I'd say
Wait, I didn't
you
finish
have
saying what I was gonna
question.
say.
We don't need to hear
No.
He don't need to have a
No.
big ass.
No male BBL.
Just a little fat transplant.
No. That's for his boyfriend.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like guys who have completely flat asses. Have you ever seen guys?
No,
that have,
I don't like it either.
Like you gotta have like not a big ass at all, but like a little tiny bump.
You
I
want
don't
him to
like
have some hips like the guy off of what show was that? Was it Living Single? One of them sitcoms. When the guy she was dating, he had hips.
You know who I call hips? That boy Shiggy show. I'll be like, boy,
got hips?
He has hips.
Some
He has
hips.
hips, man hips. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Now I'm gonna be looking at that man for some hips.
That's weird to me. I'm
But
sorry.
yeah,
like-
a man with a flat, but like anything, if a man walk like that or if he have that, it just gives me child predator.
To catch a predator.
Yeah, you want some
Hey, I'm
cookies?
Chris Hansen. Yeah, I don't like that.
Hey, I'm
That
Chris
just- I just be like, he got kids in his basement. That be scaring me. I'm
He
getting my
drive
kids.
one of them little box vans.
Yep.
That's
And be
why you
sitting out
gotta go
front
get
of
ass
school.
implants
The
and
mystery
shit now.
machine.
So what surgeries is it okay? You think still? You think a nose job is okay?
Corrective.
Corrective.
Yeah, corrective.
Gigi, you're saying
If he really got that
Lipo.
issue and he has to get lipo, I think that's okay.
I think a man can bleach like for even skin tone, sort of like how
Charlamagne bleached his skin.
Yeah.
What about Botox?
No, I think a hair
depends.
transplant is good.
Yeah.
like a LeBron or
Okay.
Okay, so a lot
Oh
of
yes,
guys
that's
get
what
that.
that's what I think is acceptable.
hair
Hair
transplant.
things.
Honey, I
But
know
I
a
also
guy.
think it's acceptable to go bald.
Yeah.
Like if you lost your hair,
Like the
go
Steve
bald.
Harvey.
I know a guy, and his shit looked crazy, and he got the whole line back there. I didn't know what was going on after he got in
did.
an accident.
Yeah,
he did it, but
and
his
that's
shit was
Bosley.
weird. It didn't look right.
They
though.
didn't do a good job.
It didn't
But the
look
thing
right.
with Bosley,
That was an episode on Botched,
No, but
too.
the thing with
That's
Bosley,
embarrassing.
You trust your
the reason
process?
why Bosley doesn't work anymore is because
Well, you know the name of that shit.
nah, because I
know the
know
commercial.
guys. I deal with grown ass men. I'm not fucking with.
Remember the hair
20-year-old
club for men?
kids.
I was like,
exactly
client,
A
I'm
guy-
the president.
That's an issue that a man in his 30s has. They have receding
They be in
hairlines.
their
No,
Yeah,
guys
just take it off.
Guys
They be
get
bald
receding
as fuck.
hairlines even younger
In
than
their
that.
Because they wear so many
Right.
hats,
Yeah.
and that hat
Right.
be wearing that
It's-
thing out.
Let me tell you.
That too. That
oh my
I mean,
God.
definitely affects
When
it.
I was
You ever seen a
younger,
guy take his hat off? You be like, oh, baby, put that thing back on, honey.
my ex-boyfriend, when we were like 24 years old, he was like, had a receding hairline.
Like a Sherman Hemsley?
super young. Yes, it was bad.
That's worse.
But you know what? So he used to shave his head bald, but you know that shit grow back mad quick.
That night.
Yeah, so
Right.
you always have that shadow.
You know what
get
that just made me think of?
shadow.
Like pussy hair when you get a
The
wax.
Instagram memes that was going around where the kids was getting punished for being bad, and
Oh,
the kids
yeah.
I would do
That's
that to my
terrible.
child.
I would
If
not.
I had
I
a
wouldn't
child,
do that because that
No,
messes their
because you could ruin
self-esteem.
and you
Okay,
could
well,
ruin their
don't
hair.
fuck with your
forever.
grade.
Yep.
Well,
you can't
oh,
mess
well.
with that baby grade.
No,
You
don't
can't mess
fuck
with
with
that
the
grade to
things
half.
like
You
that.
said
to
Sherman
kids.
Hemsley, and I
I'm not
instantly
taking
saw
care
them
of no
little kids
child at
with their hair
55 years old because they ain't get no good job because they failed school.
No, but what I was saying, what happened with Bosley is that you have to take a drug to maintain it. It's called Propecia.
Yeah.
And the Propecia, it turned out that it was making men really depressed. They were losing their erection.
Yes. What the hell? But they got hair though.
Yeah. So you have to like choose.
You flowing.
So the guys getting Bosley, they have to choose between the Propecia, a good hairline, or their dick.
You want these tresses or you want this dick?
You know what I mean?
Of course they're choosing their dick.
So the Bosley's no good no more after Propecia has all those lawsuits. They have a bunch of lawsuits.
What about Rogaine?
All over ESPN.
Is that
I forgot about that.
Rogaine is a maintenance thing. That's another thing for when you get like hair transplants.
That's like that keratin stuff.
Yeah.
Keratis.
I don't think none of that stuff
You gotta
really works.
use it.
Now with a bald
But
head.
now guys are doing like this new thing. It's like a form of microblading, like the way the girls are doing the eyebrows.
Oh yeah, they are doing that.
That's what Safari had.
That's what everybody's doing, and it looks really good. It's the way to go. You don't have to take any after medicine. It's permanent.
But don't you have to keep getting it done? Because microblading, you have to get that done like every year.
Yeah, it's probably a little maintenance thing.
I heard it hurt.
What the fuck is microblading?
They said it's a razor
like tattooing your eyebrows.
Oh, it's a tattoo. But it's lifted.
Okay, so it don't hurt like that?
No, it's not.
It's a tattoo.
They said it's like
It's
razors.
little hair strokes. It looks like hair strokes, but they do it with
but
it's like a tattoo.
With a blade.
It's like a tattoo needle with no engine.
So why does it only last 6 months? Because the tattoo
It's like a tent.
No, but after a while, after a lot of maintenance, after a lot of doing it, you won't have to do it. You'll probably have to do it like once a year.
Yeah, because it'll turn green.
And plus, you wash
right?
your face all the
Mine
time.
didn't. Mine just went away.
It didn't?
Yeah. Now, what about men who wear makeup?
On TV, if you like hosting a sports show or something
Right,
like
that's
that,
exactly
Or you're doing a movie.
But what about when you leave the set and then you go out to the strip club? Should you get some wipes and wipe your makeup off, or you just gonna go to the face? You just gonna walk up in the place with your face beat?
I feel like that might be a little weirder to be like, let me stop and go get some makeup wipes. So
But you got some lashes.
Tell the bitch to put them on.
That bitch gone.
Or you can go in the bathroom and wash your face.
Men always have better lashes and everything.
Better brows.
Yeah, so
because they don't fuck with their shit. So once you start gluing shit on your shit start falling out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't fuck around with their
I
stuff.
feel like a waste when a man has good lashes and good brows.
Don't you be jealous? I'll be jealous. I'll be jealous. I'm quick to tell a man that he has nice brows and lashes, and also let him know that I'm
And they
jealous
always get
because I
the
have a
bottom
for
ones that be thick. My nephew's joints look like deer eyes. I was like, I want
No
your
eyes.
eyes. God.
So let's say you went out with a guy and it turns out he did have on a little tinted moisturizer.
Angela, you
Maybe that's all he
I'm
had.
just asking. Is
Maybe
that
that's
like
all he had.
Do he got natural lash extensions too?
No. Just
he got mink
because
lashes.
let's be real, it's not fair. We get to do that. We have a bad day, we tired, bags under our eyes. Let me put a little makeup, concealer.
I'm not gonna lie. I might appreciate a little tinted moisturizer because that's just lotion.
glow. Even out
that's
his
lotion.
Yeah. That's not really
It depends
makeup.
what brand, because some of them are like a
Let's say it's Laura
foundation.
Mercier.
Laura Mercier's foundation. That's a lightweight.
No,
That's
it
a
gotta
sheer
be a
coverage.
CVS is grease.
Yeah.
Or what if he had a
CVS
pimple?
one.
What if he had a pimple and he put some concealer, like, you know?
No.
He had a pocket.
No concealer. Then he set it with the powder too.
Right. Rock the pimple.
And then spray it with a matte.
A guy can have a pimple.
setting
A girl have a pimple. It's the end of the world. Like,
no.
everybody will zoom in, like, look at that pimple on her face. She look crazy. But if a guy has one, it's kind of like,
I used to make mine a mole.
you ain't gonna do that. Why is her
Be like,
mole
let me see
moving?
your Sharpie right quick.
You got Sharpie. You got a mole.
You better not put no Sharpie on your face.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And weed glue made that thing 3D. I ain't lying.
You silly.
We were talking about human dildos earlier too, right? Mm-hmm. As far as like a man that we just really just want to have sex with and don't want anything else from him.
Okay.
Now, do you think that that's a situation that could last for like a year? Could you have sex with a man, not have no feelings for him, but
Me?
I know you can't.
Well,
Cause
not
I'm about to
you,
say, I
because
can't have
you-
sex with nobody if I'm not married to them.
period. Even before
Period.
you were married? Well,
Before I was married, I was a thought. Let's just be clear. But once I got married, I was just like, I just realized I was just giving myself away. Just like, I was like,
and
this
it ain't
ain't so
worth
fun.
it.
I was like, once we do it, we go together and we married. I don't know. Because I don't like people like that. So I gotta like you.
That's exactly how I feel. I don't really like humans. Like, once we have sex, that's it. We go together.
Yeah, it's like
that's the wave I've been on for at least like 2-3 years. Like, once we have sex, that's it. We go together. Yeah. I'm staying around, right? I'm sticking through.
Don't you think you had to go through your thought phase though to get
everybody? And if you didn't, then I think you're
gonna. Yeah,
it's gonna be in your 60s.
Just talking about this.
It's gonna happen.
That's what I said. It's good to go through your thought phase in your 20s, and then because if not, you're gonna go through your thought phase in your 40s.
Because all right, I started my thought phase like between 19, because I lost my virginity at 19. So between 19 and 24,
I think
that's like college years, but I didn't go to college.
Normal. That's normal.
But I have daughters, and my daughter about to be 16, and I don't want her to I don't want her to go through it, but she has to.
Say everybody got to do it.
And my thought phase wasn't really thought. It wasn't just like, all right, everybody done hit that.
You was on the road.
No. Like, I can still count on my hands because I grew up real strict holiness Christian. So I used to think if I had sex, I was going to burn in hell.
Oh my God.
Until I had it. And I was like, oh shit, well, might as well go.
So wait, at 19, what was that experience like the first time?
The first time I hated it.
I hated it
because it like hell, and the boy was like, "Y'all never asked for this again." I was like, I cried. I was just like, "Wow!" Like I saved myself for you. Yeah, and I was like, and I used to lie in school and be like, "Yeah, girl, we did it," and I didn't.
Yeah, you was lying on your pussy.
Yeah, but dry humping, you know what? Because I was dry humping, and that shit is lit.
You came.
It was lit.
We call that hunching in the South. You was hunching.
But when you actual penetration, that shit hurts.
Yeah, you bleed.
But honestly, to this day, it really still hurts because I'll tell you, my gynecologist told me the way that my vaginal cavity, the way it's shaped, it's like a teenager. So my shit is tight, and all my kids are cesarean. So my shit is still like this, my nigga.
Oh my God.
She did a fist.
That shit is fire.
So you had C-sections
I
all your kids.
and no stretch
bad
marks
for you though. Ouch.
But wait, so it hurts every time you have sex?
Not every time, but it's just like, wait, you know, you have to be like, you have to scooch.
Yeah.
Where you like, all right.
Like when you put the tampon, you got to warm it up. Wrong angle.
Oh, yeah. Because other than that, like when people are like, yeah, fuck the shit out of me, you don't have to fuck the shit out of me. Like just put the head in. Trust me.
I make a small dick feel big.
Like that shit. Like I don't see how girls when people like, bitch, I want something 13 inches for what? Bitch, you trying to die?
Right.
What size
those
pussy
bitches
you
be
got?
loose and they can't fit. You know the little ones.
But listen, babies could come out of there. Anybody, you could fit like.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
not out of most.
Baby come out.
Yeah, not
out of there. Nope. I don't even want a baby to come out of there. Like to me, that's just like because they said it never
is really. That's a real surgery though. Like that is.
It is.
Real, you're really cutting through your body like layers and layers and layers
to
like,
the amniotic sac.
C-section too?
No, I don't. I mean, I'm good with one kid. The regular giving birth it's pretty.
Intense.
But that is harder. That's way worse. It's the recovery is.
But you know what's crazy?
God.
I guess my doctor, she told me, she was just like, I'm also like a freak of nature because I went in, my last son, he just turned 2. So I went in at 7:45. He was out by 8:15.
Damn.
I was up by 10 o'clock doing the nay-nay.
What?
But you still had the drugs in you. You couldn't get it, baby.
But they took me to because you can't, you have to go like this. Before you got to move your feet and everything, you got to move your body parts, and then they take you to your room, and then you still have your catheter and stuff in. But like, I was like, can I get up? I have anxiety and I can't sit still. So once the baby, I'm like, all right, what we doing when we back in the studio?
Right on stage.
Let me take my baby.
But
y'all get that placenta?
But there's some people that. Like how they have a baby and they be 2 days later going to movie premieres. Like I saw then Kevin Hart wife they just had a baby.
Their baby's a month old now. Their baby's a month old.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't go to a movie premiere, but I was a senior in high school when I had my daughter, and I had her on a Tuesday, and I went back to school on Friday.
Wow!
I was dressed in tight jeans and heels and everything.
Y'all amazing.
But I was 17. So
after I gave birth to my son, I got up and I remember I had energy to walk around and everything. But I mean, for me to go out and everything, I could barely hold my pee. I can't even imagine doing anything. Yeah,
I was falling out.
Not my insides weren't falling out. Like I remember thinking that I was going to be able to come out the hospital and put a girdle on and snap back and everything. But I didn't feel normal. Like I didn't feel normal for at least like a month.
Wow.
After I gave birth, like.
Well, this is amazing. I don't have any kids. I love to hear these stories for having a baby.
But everybody's experience is like totally different.
Yeah.
Like really, because there are people who have C-sections. Like, I never want one of those again. I'm like, I don't want to go through labor.
I've seen my friends suffer through C-sections.
I know a couple of people, they lost blood, had blood transfusions, but I just laid it out.
You made it seem like it's easy.
I was like, did y'all see Love and Hip Hop?
You know,
we be in there talking and playing my music.
You know who has babies and snaps right back?
Play my music. We be
Emmy's
lit.
wife, Gia. Every time she has a baby, she
take pictures.
She look like she didn't even have a baby.
Oh my God.
Those are the ones I say. Those are the, like, she has the baby making body. Honestly, your body, when people let themselves go, that's on you, boo. Your body is not supposed to over after you have a child. I don't hate the person, but I hate when people just turn to this sloppy, slovenly slob when you have a baby, and then you wonder why your baby fought. Like, then you wonder why he out here, you know what I mean, always in the strip club, dancing. He might as well sign a death row. But
right now, my best friend is pregnant with twins, and my best friend is pregnant with twins right now, and she is huge, you know, and she's like, but she's pregnant with twins.
Some people they ain't even be showing they baby be 9 pounds.
My goddaughters is twins, and they might
and I have big babies. But people
she hasn't had the kids
now.
yet,
I think they're trying to do it too quick.
Yeah, quicker.
I mean, when I gave birth to my kid, I was really, I've always been a very vain person, and I like to look at myself in the mirror like everybody else. But when I gave birth to my kid, like, I had like anxiety about wanting him to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot about myself that I got so skinny. I turned into a skinny stick because I wasn't eating. I had so much anxiety and stress of being all in my son's face.
I think that's what happened to me too.
I swear.
But
having a kid, you don't realize even when you're pregnant, your first kid, like, you're about to have anxiety for the rest of your life.
Yep. Or postpartum depression, like, there's a lot of stuff that comes with it. Yeah, you never know when it's gonna hit, and they give you these, and then they give you these little quizzes now to make sure you ain't at a number 8. Because my stress level, and you don't know your stress levels, which is anxiety, is so high. You just like, because you want everything to be so perfect, and I just want to make sure. Why is he crying like this? And why is it? Oh my God, the baby. But sometimes they're perfectly all right, but you naturally stress yourself out.
Like when I first had my son, I didn't go out. I didn't go party. I didn't go drink, nothing for like 5 months.
Wow.
For like 5 months. Because I didn't want to leave my son with anybody. I didn't trust him with his father. I didn't trust him with anybody.
With his father?
Not even with anybody. With my mother.
No, but that's how it is. You be like, I don't want nobody.
Now, is that a disorder, or does everyone feel like that?
I think with the first one, but now I'll be like, who trying to keep this
like first shot? Yeah, I don't feel like I'll be like that with another one if I did have another one. Because now I know all the tricks and all the things. Like, I couldn't even sleep because I was like stalking my son all the time. Like, he would be sleeping and I'll be watching him.
But I think I created like a monster because now my daughter likes sis. My daughter thinks she's my sister.
She says sis.
She's like, sis, what we doing for my sweet 16?
Like,
but she's so pretty. And that's how when she was like, you so pretty. And I used to sing to her. Now she thinks when she walks in the room, you're supposed to sing to her.
You're like,
But she's such a sweetheart. And like, God bless me with some amazing kids.
Now, something else that none of us in this room besides you have been married, right?
A couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times. How do you know when it's time to walk away? Because there's a lot of people, obviously marriage is difficult, right?
Very.
And it's a lot of work, and at certain times people are like, okay, I'm done with this, I can't take it anymore. Or sometimes you're like, you know what, we're going through a really rough patch and we got to figure it out. How do you know, all right, I just can't?
All right, the first time I shouldn't have got married. But I was like, I want to have kids and I don't want to just have a baby father. So let's get married. And we got married like, I knew him, but like 6 weeks after dating, we got married. And then I got pregnant that year and I was just like, oh, okay. And it was just wrong. But I knew I walked away from that because he started cheating. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna cheat too. I did that cheat back, sis. And I was just like, this not right. And then I saw what it was doing to my daughters. And I was like, I don't want them to meet nobody, no nigga like you. And I was like, oh my God, I'm turning into what I didn't want to become. So I was like, we got to break it up, because then when I start hating you and not being around you and that, no. Then the second one, I just married him because I wanted to make the first one mad, because I know I shouldn't have messed with him. But now we have 2 children together, and well, that don't count. I canceled them out. They don't even count to me. But I was like, I'm out. Like, I was so depressed, and this part makes me cry because my daughter, she came to me one day. She was like, Mom, my kids knew that I wasn't happy, and I had pulled myself away from the industry and friends and like people that I was really close with, like even Fab and everybody. Like, I wasn't coming around because I was just like, well, maybe I should just stay home and be a wife and be people's mother and just sit home and just do nothing. And I just felt like a recluse. And once I started feeling like I wasn't myself, not Little Mo, but Cynthia, and I lost sight of who I was, I said, oh, hell to the no. And I literally picked up and left. And like now with my marriage now, honestly, I was like, this is the one I should have been with from the whole time, because he been chasing me. What's crazy was I said I was married, I was 12 years a slave, because the first and second time, oh my God, 12 years, 6 and 6. But for 15 years, because he's a young boy. He been chasing me for 15 years, and he was 15 when he first tried to holler at me. So you do the math.
All right, now we seen y'all have issues too. We seen the couples court and everything. Yeah, and you're like, look, I'm gonna make sure that this works out, because he did admit that he's had some issues in the past, and that he used to be a thot also. Yeah, and then he got with you, and now he wants to make things right. Yeah, how do you know that? You know, because this happens in relationships all the time. The guy messes up.
In everyone's relationship.
Right. The guy messes up, and then you're like, okay, you have a choice now. Do I give him another chance, or do I not give him another chance? How do you know that it's worth it?
You just know. Cause you like, all right, I'm gonna play like I ain't noticed what happened. And if we see this bitch, we're gonna jump her together. Nah, but first of all, a lot of stuff, like when you saw the couples court, that was from years ago. We just remade it first. So it's just like, it seems like it's new, but that shit is old. So I'm just like, and because the inner Scorpio in me is just like, my nigga, like, you know who you fucking with? Like, you know what I have access to, nigga? I can ruin you. I can destroy you. And I won't have to fuck any of your friends. One thing I don't do is I don't cross-pollinate this pussy. Nobody in your crew gonna see. But what's crazy is that as soon as people saw us on the TV, people was all like, oh, da-da-da-da, like, I'm from North Philly, da-da-da, get at me. And I'm just like, yo, like, people are just really weird like that. But one thing I did notice that I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be as accessible. And I was just like, yo, you have to, a lot of men don't realize who they are. Like my husband now, he's a professional boxer, and I'm like, I see I knew what came with the territory. His best friends are Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner, Booba Andre, like Victor Ortiz. These are people house we stay at. Like that's like our family. So I'm just like, okay, I get it. And I know it comes with the territory, but I will beat a bitch the fuck up. Like I don't play that shit. So it's just like you either cut that shit out and let's clear the slate, because then you have to realize too, what type of bitches you messing with that run to tell the blogs. Niggas, let me tell you something. I ain't no angel, but my niggas don't tell. The fuck you doing?
What happened to the quiet side pieces or whatever? You know what I mean?
The hush mouth bitches.
The hush mouth, like, you get fucked
social media.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and people really
want attention.
And I'm just like, who's raising these bitches?
Nobody.
But at the same time, don't you look at it like he chased you for all these years, got you? Why fuck that up?
Because like, a lot of people don't realize it. Be like, sometimes to this day, he be like, Dag, like, I really got you. And he's still like, damn. And I was just like, okay, damn. It's not that hard. Really, in life, anybody you want, you can really have. It's not that hard.
I'm trying to think.
Like, everything.
I agree with that. I concur.
There's some people in life, like, well, I don't know. I speak things in existence.
But how did he get you anyway? Like, how did it even, after all that time, what made you say,
and he was so much
let me get this young boy a chance?
Because we've just been kicking it for all the years. Because, all right, 15 years ago, like, who was I on tour with? What's this, 2017, 15, 12, 2002? Because he grew up with Beanie Siegel's that's Beanie Siegel's young boy. So that's like his uncle. So when I was touring with The Rock back then, like those years, and Missy and all that stuff, he was around. And I was just like, all right, so his cousin that's locked up, everybody know him. His name is Wu. And everybody knew Wu because he had a murder mill that was from Philly. And he used to come up. He used to be around Violator a lot. So he was always the young boy that was around. I was like, oh, he's so cute. Like the boy with the good hair, the boxer boy. So then finally, once he matured, he was like, yo, you ready for me yet? And I was like, oh my God. But I'm always, cause I was in Baltimore and Philly, just like, just always.
It's like Twin Cities.
Yeah. And Baltimore be like, I don't like Philly. I don't like Baltimore. Y'all the same thing.
And you're always in each other's city.
Hello. eating shrimp and damn crabs.
And cheesesteaks.
Hello. So it's just like, it was like the same thing. So it almost seemed like inevitable. But like, once we clicked, we just started like, he was like, yo, I got you. And I was like, all right, cause I'm a piece of work.
Like, I'm a lot. Are you sure that you can handle this?
Because I'm a lot. My mouth, my attitude, my mood swings. Some days I want to be Little Mo. Some days I want to be Cynthia. Some days I don't want to be bothered. Some days I want to be Kendrick Lamar when I take my wig off. Some days when I take my wig off. Yeah, so, like some days you got to be able to deal with that. And a lot of people think that what you see on TV is what you get at home. Some days I'd be like, what the fuck was he thinking? Then some days it'd be like, oh my God, I fucking love you. But this is one time in life I can honestly say that I am in love.
Oh, that's good. Good for you.
Yep.
You know what? I have a question because you said something earlier about getting married after, you have sex after you get married. So was that the first marriage that you did that with? That after that you was like, all right, whoever I deal with from this first marriage, from now on, I'm not having sex until I get married.
It was just like, because I was raised holiness, apostolic Christian, it was honestly we were taught you aren't supposed to lose your virginity until you're married.
Right.
But since I didn't marry the person I lost my virginity to, I was like, okay, I don't want to just be out here thotting and bopping. Listen, if you want to be with me, then you're going to have to marry me. You're going to have to meet my dad and you're going to have to go through the motions. So it's not just like, oh, we get married. Like, you have to meet the parents.
So you put your foot down, like, listen, this is what you got to do.
This is what you got to do.
What about the kids?
Now, my kids, that's totally different. Because with my first marriage, I didn't have any children. So we had children together. But he had children from previous relationships. And with that, baby mothers, like, I'm so glad, like, my baby fathers need to give me a fucking trophy and a crown, because when I say I don't call them, I don't ask them for anything. They don't have my phone number. I don't have theirs. They don't know where I live. I don't know where they live. No communication whatsoever. I don't believe
is that because your kids are old enough to communicate with them on their own? So
no, since they were born. Like, it's like,
that's how it should be.
Like, for real, what do we need to talk about? I'm going to make all the decisions because I know at the end of the day, I knew every time, even though we were married and I gave birth, I was like, you know what? There's a chance we may not be together. So, listen, I'm going to bring this child in the world. If I'm not going to be able to take care of it, don't even get on this. Don't even go through the motions. Do what you got to do.
So that they communicate directly with their kids, or how does that work? Do you think it would be a more ideal situation if y'all were like cool with each other?
No. Once I'm a Scorpio, once I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I have nothing to say. Like, I be like, I literally lobotomize niggas out my life. I be like, I don't remember anything.
Damn.
What,
I don't even like, yeah,
turn on sunshine for the spotlight.
Like, they could be sitting right there. I'd be like, who that? Right. They're like, shit, baby father. No, I'm Murray, I'm Virgin Murray. Yeah. This is Jesus.
So with Carl, when did he get to meet the kids?
He met them, man, so November, December.
Because people act really funny about that. Like, when you see it on blogs, like, remember the big deal they made about, like, Sierra and Russell Wilson and Baby, and they made such a big deal out of it, and she ended up marrying him.
But people be always in people's business. One thing about me is I don't be in people's business like that. I don't be caring. That's why I'm like, how do these blogs survive? That's too many people that care about other people's lives. I don't be caring. I be like, as long as that child is safe and doesn't look like, because you could tell by a child's countenance or their aura, be like, oh no, but you can look at the way he is with that child and be like, yo, that baby is happy. So why wouldn't you want him to be in a stable environment? And people always start being, Future threw a subtweet out and just like that. And then you cause friction between a relationship that you really had no business tampering with. And now that they're married, I think people should keep their hands off. I think
business.
Yeah, but people, they just have this. People always like, oh, I'm drinking water, minding my business. No, you're not, bitch. Because I look at the comment section at the time that it was posted. I'll be like, shouldn't y'all bitches be at work? Right. Like, what jobs do y'all have? Y'all so rich and everything. But like with my kids, because when we actually started dating, I was filming R&B Divas of LA. So we were in LA. He didn't actually meet them until I came back to the East Coast. And that was like about 5 months later. And then I ain't even let her hit it until like November, December, January. Like 4 months later. Yeah. I made
And what was that like the first time?
Lit.
You see, I made the nigga marry me, right?
That nigga married me, and I wasn't even divorced.
Oh shoot!
Bang the gavel. Well, the ink wasn't even damn dry. I was in Maryland. You have to be separated for a year, and I was like, "Yeah, this ain't gonna work out."
To get a divorce?
Yes,
they do that in a lot of places. I think, right? You have to be separated for a.
In California, as long as you be like, "Oh, we irreconcilable differences and alienation affection," they'll be like, "Okay,
today,
yeah, tonight."
So do you feel like a relationship will last longer if you do wait in the beginning?
I think relationships last as long as you want them to. Right. You have to want to make it work. Because the old me, like, if shit would have been like that,
you would have been out.
Yeah, I'd have been like, you know what, my nigga? Like, it's too many niggas out here because it's some cuties.
So you
like,
know I'm Little Ma?
Like, bitch, and I can really sing.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Nah, like, for real, though.
And a bitch, a bitch cute. A bitch ain't been to Dominican Republic, had no work done yet. So, I mean, I think
why you say yet? Like, you playing
you know, everybody.
Because if a bitch need to, she just might, okay?
Hello, bitch, we'll catch a flight. Stay for a week. No, but, you know, you just get to the point where you just like, you know what, I'm going to make this work. My parents have been married they've been together for 42 years. They've been married for like 40 something. Like, I want, like,
that's amazing.
God, I love my parents. I'm like, how do you do it? My dad said, we're just weird like that. My parents are actually, they're leaving today. They're taking my daughters and they're going on a cruise and to the Bahamas with my, aunt and uncle that I moved back to New York with when I became Little Mo. They've been married for 60 years. So in my family, we're married.
Yeah.
They aren't like,
I heard you say that before.
That's how my sister's married. Like everybody in my family, we're married. We don't just go together.
We don't go together.
There's
ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend.
There's nobody that's just a baby mother. And if you are, we be like, you better get you a husband.
You outcasted.
Like, that's how it is. And you meet the whole family and our family, like, my last name is Loving. That's my given last name. So we like, that's how we really are. People love my family. They be like, yo, how's your mom? How's your dad? People love us. That's just how we are. We're just warm. We're welcoming. So that's why whenever I get done wrong, people just like, you didn't deserve that because that's not how I was raised. I never saw my dad yell at my mom, disrespect my mom. I never saw my mom, never heard my mom or dad curse. Never saw them drink liquor. Like they're preachers, but my parents went on tour with me and everything. So it was just like, everybody used to call us the fake ass Cosbys and stuff like that to the point where I used to be like, well, why do we have to have a dad? Nobody else has a dad. And now that I'm older and wiser, I'm just like, you know what? That's the reason why I have confidence. I don't have low self-esteem. I mean, I get over shit quick. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, I have that balance because that's what I come from. And that's what, honestly, I think I've been in search for all my life. That's why, let's make it official. That's why I can sing love songs like that. And motherfuckers be like, yes, bitch, I'm going to get married to that shit, bitch.
You feel that in your soul when you sing it. You be like, bitch, baby.
I'm at the point where I'm tired of playing games like, bitch, how long we going to go together? Shit.
I'll be trying to sing like you on the shit by singing my heart out.
Mo, you be singing in the bedroom?
Nah, we don't. That's like
you don't be humming on the mic.
My kids
rock the mic right out.
I heard they like that. You got hum on the mic.
Like, my kids be walking around house singing, but you know what's crazy is that even though I'm a singer, I'm probably sing like once out of the week because it's so much other stuff that I do. Like,
so
but other than that,
all damn day.
yeah, because people are like, oh girl, if I could sing like you, I'd be singing all the time. I'm like, no, you wouldn't.
If I could sing and I was in bed with my man, I'd definitely be singing a little song every now and then.
People like, yeah, but like that shit is because I can really sing, but it's just like, who don't be, baby, bitch, if you don't go to sleep and watch this Walking Dead,
shut up.
I would be singing dick sucking songs like I'm about to suck it.
Baby, I'ma suck your dick.
My God. I need more. You want your dick sing at my wedding. So Lost Without You. That was my favorite song.
You can't tell me if you could sing and you could be in the bedroom it's about to go down and you about to lick his balls. I'll be singing songs about it.
He gonna be like, if you don't shut up and lick his dick.
But if you sing it, it just feels like weird. But if the music is playing, like them love songs, like I got a song now called 30 Minutes. I can almost guarantee you everybody's gonna be pregnant off this one. I know certain songs that because I think songs they conjure up certain spirits, and the spirit of Eros is love. And that's what I put into my music. So like a girl came to me, she was like, as a matter of fact, at Jeezy's Pressure album, she was like, oh my God, Little Mo, I just love you. I done made love to all your songs. And I'm just like, okay, that's what's up. I got your baby father up. But like, I know when I put out certain songs and music, what I want people to feel. And so far, like I just did a show in Philly. What's the name? Thursday. For the Escape tour. As soon as I came out, I know how I can make people but I know how people want to feel, and I make you get in your bag.
I was so mad I missed that.
I'm like a magician.
What's the song called? 30 Minutes?
Yeah.
Everybody back to
out for that.
I can show you. Oh man, my phone is broke. The clip from the video, it's like a soft porn, but
wow. Okay. Today's episode of Lip Service is brought to you by Stitcher Premium. Now I know y'all know Issa Rae from her hit HBO series Insecure. Now you can listen to 2 seasons of her acclaimed podcast Fruit on Stitcher Premium. I'm telling you, you got to get up on this. You know she got 2 more shows, right, that she's producing on HBO, so don't play. This gripping audio drama tells the story of X, an African-American pro football player on a journey of self-discovery and sexual exploration. Written and directed by Issa Rae, the Sarah Award says Fruit raises the bar on what is possible in audio fiction. Treat yourself for the holidays and start listening to Fruit now. Plus, Stitcher Premium has a great holiday deal going on for a limited time only. Get 30% off Stitcher Premium when you use the promo code JINGLE at checkout. Just go to StitcherPremium.com/fruit and use that promo code JINGLE. Remember, that's StitcherPremium.com/FRUIT and promo code JINGLE. Now, do y'all film yourselves?
Yes.
In the bedroom?
Yes.
And what do you do
for the video shoot, oh my God, it's crazy that, isn't it? Like, okay, so now I'm acting like I can't.
Wait, so you use your husband as your eye candy in a video shoot?
I can't tell that because
she blushing.
Because the way Love and Hip Hop is set up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all right, with the video shoot, all right, it's crazy that you can film yourself. See how you have a camera phone? You're like, yes, bitch, I'm going to go to town on this dick. I'm going to make this thing go all the way down my throat. But if somebody else is filming, you feel like, oh my God, don't
it's weird.
look. Yes. So I was like, oh my God, give me a Percocet because
now there's another person there filming. So if it's just.
But what's crazy is a bitch done had threesomes, foursomes, and all this shit before in her life. I was like, why did I used to be scared before, but why am I scared now? I don't know. Now, I think, why was I so lit before? And
maybe
wasn't
afraid
of people being it. Yeah,
you didn't have a care.
But now
you care more. You probably care more what people
in the house.
No, you probably care more what people think now. You think?
Huh?
When you're younger, just like you don't have fear when you're younger.
You don't have no inhibitions. That's what it was.
You just be like house coat.
You know the house coat is that's a Madea thing. When you gotta,
that's the granny
you gotta
shit.
throw it around yourself. It's a blanket, a throw. You wear it to pick up the kids from school and whoop their ass.
Damn, I want one of those.
They're like a snuggie.
Away.
They're like the hood snuggies, and they got a hole in it right here.
Oh my God, I need it.
And you lost the
you lost the belt, so you gotta hold it together.
But them days be comfortable. That belt been going, child.
They lost that belt.
That's a sexy picture, Mo. Thanks for putting that image in our mind.
You don't got no house coat?
Nope. I like to be naked though.
She ain't a mom.
Like I don't.
That's a mommy thing. That house.
Yeah, when I get to be a mom, then I probably have like 3 of them joints with the hole in the arm.
No, we walk around the house, but my kids be busting. My mom talking about Mom. I'm like, yo, get out of here. They just be busting in. We wasn't allowed in my parents' room growing up. These kids nowadays,
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't either.
We wasn't allowed get from meddling on my dresser. Yeah. We wasn't allowed to watch cable. My kids be putting it all on YouTube. Talking about, Mom, look at this, look at Wildin' Out. XXX Tentacion. What's his name? What the boy name?
Tentacion.
Yeah.
Extensions.
Extensions.
It sound like
nigga name extensions.
It sound like it's all the way down
Triple
here.
extensions.
Yeah, he gone to jail for a while, so.
Yeah, the holidays are coming up, right? Obviously. Yeah. So, do y'all like exchange presents and everything? No, because you're Muslim, right? So the kids, nothing.
Kwanzaa.
When they go to my mama's house, they do, because my mama and Christian, these kids don't have a Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because there ain't no tree in the house. So so our neighbors, they had like, are they Forsythias or Poinsettias?
Poinsettias.
Okay, yeah. I call them Poinsettias.
Close enough.
Them red Jones. My son was picking all the things. I was like, no, those is Christmas things. Oh. So he doesn't know. Right. And when we were in the King of Prussia Mall, he saw the big tree. He was like, oh, Mommy, I want those balls. So he loves basketball. He taking them all off and throwing them. And he didn't realize what Santa Claus was. He was like, no. So, yeah, they don't know. But when they go to my mom's house, the 8-year-old, 5-year-old, and the older kids, they know. But the 2-year-old, he doesn't know anything.
He don't know what's going on.
But
in general, with presents, though, like with you and Carl, you know, how often, like, do you give him presents all the time? Or is it just like his birthday?
All the time.
All the time?
Every week. Like, you know what I love about him? He from North Philly. So the fact that, like, last night we were at a party and he just came up to me with, like, a bouquet. He always goes to, what's the
Find the rose lady.
Yeah, and buys them all. And he'll give me a whole bunch of them, and then he'll give them to people at the club, because see, it's like, you never know.
Ridge Capital. I saw y'all at Ridge Capital, and he did it the night that y'all was sitting like right, at the bar.
We always at the Cap, but he always buys all the roses and pass them out to me. He's like, just make people feel, all right, because you just don't know what type of day somebody said. But then I also saw somebody get out of line, he popped the shit out of her. Like, he don't play. One thing about me, he
don't make me pop you with this rose now.
Yeah, because sometimes, we was at this place called Holt. It's a new place in Philly. It's downtown. And this girl, I saw you on that show, and you a piece of shit. He was like, bitch, I will punch you the fuck out. Everybody in Philly said, bitch, I will beat you the fuck up. Yeah. So she was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was like,
but that is true. When people see you on TV, they feel like they know you and they can say anything to you,
and they don't know. Like, you get beat the fuck up.
Right. That's how we already have too. People see you on the internet and they've been following you for years and XYZ and so on and so forth, and they feel like they know you, but you know what I put on the internet. You don't really know me in real life. Like, people get really comfortable in person.
Somebody DM'd me yesterday, and one thing about me, and I learned this, growing up, my dad used to make us read books and write essays. So every Monday through Friday, we have to read a book, and by Sunday, hand in an essay. And so he taught us how to deal with people. And so I know how to pull out of people what you really want to say. This girl, Assalamu alaikum, sis. I know you did your thing at the concert the other night, but that outfit you had on wasn't really conducive to Islam. And she was like, and your husband should be letting you know about the Rajun and this and that. I said, bitch, shut the fuck up. Suck my dick. Because I said, you know what? I said, why is you worried about what I got on? First of all, if you really want to get down to it, you shouldn't even be on social media because it's not, that's kafir. Let's just be real. Somebody, bitch, first of all, and I said, see, that's what
first you came with the assalamu alaikum.
Exactly. That's what you wanted to say. And that's not even you and your Abby hoe. Fuck out of here. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you're never going to say it to my face. You're not going to get close.
No, that's the worst when people try to compliment you but shade you at the same time. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm a big fan, but I'm just trying to give you some, like, nobody asks for your unsolicited advice.
I was like, bitch, what you done commemorated? Name one thing. Or people like, yeah, that outfit was cute, but no, I love you more, but that outfit was tacky. No. Bitch, you saw what you had on? Bitch, you see your kid's hair?
Yeah. They want to everybody think they a stylist too. It's not funny. They be like, yo, you need a stylist.
People like, always trying to tell you what to do or what you should do or what they would have did. Right. Worry about your own self. Don't worry about me and what I'm doing. Worry about
they want to tell you what to do with your kids, your money. That's the new thing. Oh, I see you getting a couple of dollars now. Bitch, don't act new. You just got fired from the radio station. Bitch, that little check, that wasn't
you probably actually make more money not having to be at work every single morning.
Hello?
I would think.
Now you can travel.
I used to drive from
I know
Philly
I have to do
to DC every day. My husband we used to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was just like, that's why I'm just like, I know that nigga love me. And then we would leave by like 10 a.m., 10:30, get back to Philly by 12:30. He'd be in the gym by 4 p.m. till 6, sometimes 7:30, and we start all over again. And I make my kids lunch every night that we're home.
That's dope.
Pick out their clothes and all that stuff. So like this little mo shit, that shit is cool. But me being a mom, the domestic, the OCD going around, oh my God, there's a fingerprint on the counter.
That's me.
I have such an OCD, it drives me crazy. I'm like, oh, please don't touch my mirrors, wire hangers.
Wire hangers. Now, what about taking pictures with people for both of y'all? Like, I know there's rules of, I remember I had a boyfriend that would be really mad if I took a picture with somebody and they put their arm around me.
Oh, yeah. There's certain etiquette because, a lot of people come up and it comes with territory. Can we take a picture? Yep. Let's take a selfie. And he say one and done. We're not gonna have no photo shoot because then people will start turning to, oh wait, bitch, I ain't like my eye. You should have thought about that. Bitch, you should have put a lash on. That's why I would tell people just have some glasses and some gloss and you lit. Yeah. Because people would try to have a photo shoot and then I went to a restaurant the other day. There's sometimes I'm on my way to somewhere and because one thing about me is I see everything. A bitch is big brother out this bitch. I went to this restaurant to go eat, and I wanted to leave, because we was going to Jeezy pressure party.
We seen you there.
Happened that day. So the girl comes in my comments, that was you at the restaurant. You didn't even want to take no picture and sign no autographs. Bitch, you ain't asked. You said, hey, you look like Little Mo. So I said,
don't you hate when people do that?
Oh, that just happened to me. Remember the guy said,
I told the guy no. He was like, you look like that girl on
the thing.
Angela Yee on the radio. He was like, that's you? I was like, nope.
I do that all the time. People be like, oh, Stephanie's son.
She be like, nope.
Like sometimes, I've done it in front of you.
Wait, what?
I be like, nope. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
But you're not.
Tell her I think she's pretty.
The reason why people say,
it's all about people's approach, right?
It is.
Right. It's all about their approach.
Hey, right. I know you don't want to be seen right now, but I love you. I saw you at the thing.
Right. You're like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, but you can't say no to that.
Blow it up.
You can't say no to that.
But if you say, hey, you look like Lil Mo, bitch, I'm eating. And when I eat, I don't like to be like, put a bib on and cut my food. Right. Bitch, I want to eat like this. We gotta go.
Right.
But you know what? Certain places that you go, you know you're going to see people. Like, we went to the Nets game at the Barclays. Okay. I know when I go there, I'm going to see people. And so I'm like in the mode of people might want to take pictures. I'm fine with that because I know I'm there. But if you out like
that was outside,
on some chill shit.
Yeah.
But when I'm out with
if
my
you
kids,
Christmas shopping at Target and decide to stop at Ruth Chris after for lunch,
then you in a grocery store trying to just run in and get something,
grab something,
you look at kind of crazy.
Have you ever, pretend this is phone? Have you ever been somewhere you saw somebody like this? Bitch,
yes.
And they be like
you
this.
Taking a sneak picture.
I be like, so I just be like this.
Right.
Like, just let me pose first, because then I'll be sitting all like a doofus and shit. Be like, don't catch me slipping.
No, I took the train one day and I got off the train and somebody posted a picture of me on the train and I was looking dumb as hell. I was like looking at my phone. I had my double chin because I was like, backed up that way.
I want to sue people like that, dude, because if I did that to them, they would be like, oh, that bitch is trying to exploit me.
I need $50,000 for pain and suffering.
But they could do anything.
Anything.
That's fucked up.
I be like, yo, I'm one of the coolest people. Like, if you walk up, can I take a picture? Sure. That's the reason why I want to be famous again. Hello. But if you want to, you look, I thought you was Lil Mo, but she's dark and her lips is bigger. What? What? Yes.
Yeah,
somebody was like, no, she's dark and her lips is bigger.
I be like, yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not me.
No, my lips too small.
Yo, people tries it.
I'm little no lips.
So now, what about him taking pictures with people too? Like, if he's taking pictures with a woman, is it like?
Now we have this thing because PR has told us new ways to pose because a lot of people in these allegations and because he can't, listen, we don't need no more scandals, my nigga.
Hand around the shoulder.
Do the Magic Johnson point.
Right.
Magic Johnson.
Peace sign. The peace sign is always good too.
Oh yeah, throw that
peace sign up.
Or just. Of course, or if you put your arms around people, it's a way to you don't touch them. Because people say, "Oh, they trying to touch my butt." I'm calling HR.
We not doing no Rick Ross and Jocelyn pictures. We not doing the hand around the booty. We doing the hand around the shoulder.
Y'all have survived a lot of scandal though so far already. Yep. Has it ever almost broken you? Like almost broken your relationship in any way?
Nah. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, ain't nobody gonna really pull up. So you can send in what you want to. If you ain't pulling up, like if you're not pulling up, be like, bitch, like like. I know what people try to do, and then I know the messages people have sent me, like, yeah, bitch, if you pay me $5,000, I'll make this go away. Bitch, you should have got that money from him then, bitch, because I ain't cutting shit.
Right.
Bitch, I hope nobody don't leak my steamy nudes and my steamy text messages, but my niggas never tell.
No, you keep saying that like you had some shit. Okay, so
I did.
He's confessed, right? So you cheated on him too?
No.
Okay, so you're talking about before that.
I mean, I've never cheated. Yeah, cheating is giving someone. It's not the actual act of intercourse. Cheating is giving someone time, attention. Like if you give somebody time. Now, if it's just like, see, because all right, you cool. So if my husband was like, yo, can I go holler? And be like, yo, what you think? Like, it's just certain people that's cool. But then there's certain people that you be like, now that bitch on the type time. So let me go easing on. No, we gonna go talk to the bitch.
Right.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's just etiquette.
And etiquette is also like if he was to holler at me about something, I would hit you up and be like, oh, just so you know, you know, he hit me up about this. Are you cool with it?
Respectful. That's stuff I would do. But then now if it was a surprise for me, I would be like, I want to be like, well, damn, why you ain't tell me? But some people be on some sneak to be like, yeah, mom, like, and I've seen it because I don't even want to listen. I run all the social media accounts. I just put it like that. And I be seeing what bitches say. I be like, they be like, yeah, daddy, da-da-da-da. Bitch, you want to die? And they be thinking it's him. And I be like, no, bitch, this is me.
What's up, bitch? This me.
Bitch, I will lure your ass somewhere, douse you with something flammable, and you will be smiling for the rest of your life, bro. I don't play about my husband. I don't play about my husband. Yes. Because one thing I've learned, and my mother taught me this too, I don't mess with nobody's husband.
Right.
That's one thing I don't do. I can't say I didn't do it before, but I'm just like, damn, I did not know the dude was married. And it was crazy is I found out what was that? Not Twitter. What was before? MySpace. And she came to me like,
she was on his top 8.
No, she came, she was like, she was on my page and she was like talking crazy. Little Mo was trying to ruin a happy home. And I was like, this when I first came out. And I was like, my cousin used to run my social media. I was like, bitch, no, I'm not. I was like, my mother will whoop me and I'm grown. Yeah. So she came to me later on in life and she apologized. She was like, now I know you didn't know. Like, he was deceiving you, because I was just like, yo, he never had none of his kids around. I was like, yo, like, and it was a white boy at that.
Whoa.
Excuse me, Anglo-Saxon.
You did it, a white boy? Like white boy?
Child, yes.
Well, not you know what's so funny? Earlier today, right before you came in, we was talking about white boys. Like, who in here, because Gigi dated a white boy. L'Oreal hasn't. I haven't. Stephanie has. But
how did you, like, what did you think?
About dating white guys?
Yeah.
Personally, sorry, Dan. But, because there's a white man in the room. For me personally, it's not my taste. I like black men. I like my Latino men. That's like what I like.
Yeah, it was like a short-lived relationship.
I like dark penis. Because even my Latino guys are dark.
I've done it. I'll do it again. Yeah.
You're not opposed to it.
I mean, it's just not my taste. And you know what? I've never spoken about this, but the last time I dated a white guy, because I thought about it, and he was really great. He used to take me. I didn't sleep with him. I didn't have sex with him, but he was really great. He bought me a lot of nice things. He used to take me to Broadway shows. He used to take me to 5-star dinners all the time. Like he was courting me really nicely. But I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like the way he talked about other races. I didn't like the way he talked about black people, and I didn't like the way he talked about Latinos.
What would he say?
Made me uncomfortable.
Like what?
There's like this hidden Donald Trump in them all. No shade.
Outright racist.
How about you, Dan?
Not everybody, but honestly, the one I was with, he just, and then one time he used the N-word.
Whoa!
One time I tried to kill him.
Like he would try to
you tried to kill him?
He tried to undermine us by groups. You know what I mean? And I didn't, like, without saying disrespectful things, but like dancing around it. Like if I wasn't around, you would be saying,
if you were with
having a different,
with your friends,
it would be a different tone.
And y'all had your sweaters tied around like this, and you were laughing. Yeah, you would be
like. And I remember, even one time we were in the car, because he used to get like a SUV to drive us to the shows or to dinner or whatever. And I remember we were sitting, he was having a conversation with the driver, and I was sitting there listening to him, and I had to kind of check him one time. Like he was talking about, it was around the time when Trump was about to be elected president, and they were talking about that, and I had to kind of like check him, like, listen, like I'm sitting here, I'm Puerto Rican, but like let's not forget, like I'm black. That's it. I basically told him, like, I'm black too, even though I am 63%
European
Caucasian
and 24% African and 8%
Well, you did one of
Native
those. My mom did one of those too.
I'm waiting on my results any minute. I keep checking my email.
Yes.
You
know what I do.
But at the time, this is before that time, and I'm one of those people who always feels really woke. You know what I mean? But I'm one of those people who always feels really woke, so I had to check him, like, listen, my ancestors were raped and tortured, and like, you need to understand who you say that's to. Like, I see my complexion, but I'm black. I had to explain it to him, and he felt like so bad, like he felt he felt like he was offending me, but he was offending me, and I remember I had to check him on that. I remember.
I'm glad you made that point, because remember the thing on social media with the boy that happened the other week with the boy with the bullying? How everybody donate all that money, but then when black kids be needing it and stuff like that, nobody want to send them $1.
That's my thing. What did they donate the money for?
Yeah. Did anybody
it wasn't the family that started a GoFundMe. It was somebody who didn't even know them. He started because people do that all the time. Like, they see something on social media, they started a GoFundMe for someone.
Wow.
So it wasn't the mom that started the GoFundMe. It was a stranger.
Is that why they decided not to give her the money?
Right, and then they ceased it and everything.
GoFundMe?
After,
that they ceased my one of my homeboys. Well, my nephew's football play, like. He's 18 now, but he just got arrested, and his bail was $150,000. So they were trying to raise $15,000. GoFundMe shut it down. So I was like, but he was supposed to go to the playoffs, and we trying to get this money up so he can go. But they stopped it. GoFundMe don't play.
Why did they stop it?
Because they said they don't finance like bails. Yeah. So GoFundMe, they'll have that money sitting there, but when you try to cash out, what's this for? They want a receipt.
Yeah, they better.
I ain't mad at that.
So wait, do they refund the people or do they just make off with
because
the bread?
that's why I guess they ask you to. Yeah.
Oh,
so
at least they do that.
It's like a process. $50,000 to the racist people got their money back.
Listen, I already knew something wasn't right with that story. Like anytime I see a little white boy,
I feel like this. People see shit on social media and they jump on a bandwagon. They get on the train really fast. They don't even know where the train is going. If they see a celebrity post it, gotta be true. It has to be true.
Like I used to be a bully.
My advice for people: wait like 3 days. Wait 72 hours before you jump on.
Yeah, because you can't even report
band.
a person missing. So why? Why was everybody
wait 72 hours?
Well, you know what it was? I think we both saw that video, and all you see is a little kid crying about being bullied.
No, that shit broke my heart. I cried.
So it did look, and the truth is, like, in general, there's a lot of issues with kids being bullied and kids like killing themselves and stuff like that.
I thought he had pre-birth alcoholism. That's something.
Because the mother, she was probably drinking Bud. What they drink, Budweiser.
Because my aunt is a nurse and she could literally sit there and depict everything. And my best friend is an OBGYN. Yes. And he'll say, no, that.
Look at somebody and be like, that person got such and such and such and such condition. And I'd be like, how do you know? She like, I could tell by the look in
I said the same thing when I seen
doctor.
Yeah. But then, as the story unfolds, you're like, okay, well, the parents were racist and, so maybe the kids were harassing him because of that. Maybe he was saying some things at school.
Yeah.
We don't really know what it is, but I do feel like any child that I feel like is, it's hard, like with kids, because we can't hold them 100%.
My son was just bullied, and I said, go there and beat him the fuck up. And he beat him the fuck up, and he got suspended. He was on Love and Hip Hop that Monday. That Tuesday, the boy bullied him. That Wednesday, my son beat his ass. He was suspended that Thursday and Friday.
Because he was jealous because he couldn't be on TV.
Yeah, because he had got 3. He was like, Mom, I got 3 girlfriends now. And threw a basketball my son had. And my husband told him, listen, you box.
Beat his ass.
And we went in there and I was just like, let me just let you know, like, when you go in there to the dean and the principal, he's like, so what did my child do? He was like, I told my son straight up, beat him the fuck up. You gonna learn today. Bet you won't mess with him no more. He ain't had no problem since.
Now, what about your son having 3 girlfriends though? Are you like?
I was like, yo, that's not right. When he broke up with one and he's switching them out. My son lights. He got a blonde streak. He think he cute. He thinks he's Chris Brown. And like, what's crazy is because of who I am. So I was like, if you be good, I'm gonna be with Chris Brown. I'll call him on FaceTime. And so I was talking to Chris Brown last night and Ty Dolla $ign called. Guess who I was with? Like, he be going to school bragging. And he was like, can you believe when I bring, like, he had $30 at school the other day. He was like, I'm thinking about paying for everyone. They have to dress down. You have to pay $1. I'm thinking about paying for my whole class. I said, no, the hell you not. He was like, Mom, but some people in my class don't have the money. I said, oh, well, ain't nobody tell their mother to have them.
Well, they better get a job.
Hello.
But bullying is such an important issue that you have to. You have to raise your kids to not be the bully.
Yep.
You know your kids have a good heart. If you raise you're raising good people, but it's like you have to teach your kids not to be mean. So that just doesn't even happen.
But it happened to all of my children, and all my children always prevailed. My kids they're very introverted. And my daughter got it. She'll be 13 in February. A girl was bullying her and she was crying. When my daughter gets stressed because she has a couple of health conditions. And I had took her to the doctor and I was like, well, why is her period has stayed on she had started her period when she was one started at 9 and one started at 11. And it stayed on for a long time. And I was like, she's stressing out. And I come to find out that was causing her to stress. And so I was like, well, the girl, they're the neighbor. Don't let her bully you. So the girl told my daughter, if you try to make her to not be friends with me, I'm gonna hurt you in a way that you'll never forget. My daughter told her.
Where did these kids get
my daughter told her, and I'll kill your whole family.
Ooh, whoa!
They moved.
Boom.
They moved.
But they made them sign this pact that they was like, it was a no bullying thing. I said no, but my daughter was stressing. And I said, I brought it to y'all attention. And because these schools get funding and they're supposed to, that no bullying thing, they're supposed to move that situation. But there's so many kids that bullying starts at home. So it's something going on at home.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
They come to school and they're looking for attention or something, so they're going to pick on who you think is weak. But I don't raise my kids to be weak. They may be quiet. They may fall back a little. But
I feel like even teachers sometimes be bullying the kids.
They do.
I had a problem with my niece and a teacher. We wanted to go up there and beat the bitch ass. But you can't handle. You gotta handle it in a certain way too, and that's what sucks.
We do.
You silly.
My family is so ratchet.
I don't know if my son's teacher acting up. I don't know. We pulling up, my brother.
That's how because my mom is a school teacher, and she tells us like there's certain there's protocol they have to follow.
Right.
So if you're in there you can't tell kids to shut up. You can't tell kids you can't talk to kids that way because some kids aren't. Like they respond different,
right?
And there's some kids that act out like sometimes you have to pull that child to the side, but while you're yelling at them, they might be hungry. You don't know what situation they're going home. They might be going home and being abused, so you have to honestly take time. Like that's what you signed up for,
right? Yeah.
Right.
Now I remember I did this urban education semester when I was in college, and I was teaching 6th and 7th grade in Washington Heights. Washington Heights, the school was 95% Dominican.
Oh wow!
And so there was one black kid in the class, and they used to make fun of him all the time.
Wow!
Because the rest of the class was Dominican, but there was only one black kid.
Wow!
And it was bad because like his family didn't have a lot of money. He was the youngest. He had like all hand-me-down clothes every day. He used to wear the same thing all the time. But when I tell you they were so mean to this poor kid, I felt like ganging up on him all the time. And I used to feel bad. Like I would be like,
that hurts my feelings. I'll cry.
That's sad.
I don't like that shit.
But it's just certain things like, and
Did
again,
you try to help him?
Yeah, I bought him lunch every single day.
Oh, Angie, you're such
and I gave him extra attention and they thought I was Dominican too, by the way, because,
Were they always speaking Spanish?
I'm Dominican too.
All Dominicans think everybody's Dominican.
Yeah, because there's no look.
Wow. Yeah, they don't have a look.
Well, Puerto Ricans know when they're Dominican and not Puerto Rican.
I mean, it's
we could tell.
How can you tell?
My father was so racist against Dominicans, and he's Puerto Rican. He was racist against them.
Yeah, the Puerto Ricans that grew up here and are here for the longest. The Puerto Ricans and Dominicans here, they fight, but over there they love each other. I mean, here they fight.
He used to call him dummy in a can.
Yeah,
I didn't know it at first. I'm talking about. He said this when I was like 6. Wow. I didn't get it at first.
But why? What's the beef?
Yeah.
I don't know what's the beef.
Like, you know what somebody told me? I don't know.
Is it like light skin versus dark skin?
Nah,
you think
because we got dark skin.
Yeah, Dominican got all different shades.
Like in black
culture, they are darker than
no. In African American culture, there's still an underlying beef between they say light skinned girls and dark skinned girls.
Yeah.
And it's like or good hair, bad hair.
You know what they say though, or what I was told, because they felt like Puerto Ricans had to join America, so that's why Dominicans don't like Puerto Ricans. Like, we're our own. You get what I'm saying? But y'all ran to go be part of America. Like y'all not standing.
That's just
y'all not loyal.
That's
right?
what I was told. So I don't know. Like,
wow.
Yeah, but. I don't even speak Spanish, so don't listen to me.
I speak Spanish better than her.
I feel like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans look different. I feel like even the ones like the lighter ones and the darker ones, like the dark, you could tell the difference between a dark Puerto Rican and a dark Dominican. Like, for me, I think I could tell the difference.
No, I know all
the black girls. I know all the black girls love to go to the Dominican salons and get that blowout.
Yeah,
everybody
definitely got. But for the food,
get your ticket.
Get your ticket.
For the food, you go to the Puerto Rican restaurant to get your hair done. You go to the Dominicans.
Yeah, and like you said, it's in and out real quick, real fast in the Dominican salon.
And that thing be bouncy, like you got a perm.
Bouncy,
baby. I got a
your scalp be on fire though.
Be on fire.
Fire.
Yes. So, Little Mo, this is it for you, right? This is it. You good? You happy?
Yes. Inshallah.
It's forever.
Yeah. Hopefully, because like right now, as I feel right now, it's forever. But I mean, you just never know. God might have something in the works.
Hope forever. Y'all got me fucked up. Like I wasn't about to hit it. Hey. So what about more kids though?
Of course.
Yeah. You just got them on handing them out.
Because even though collectively together we got like 6 in the possible. Nah, but I've given birth to. I have 2 girls and 3 boys, and I'm just like, it's just in my mind. I feel like I just gotta even it out.
Nah, one gotta come through that pussy. We gotta.
Because I've had. After you have, you gotta schedule. You schedule.
Oh, for real? Yeah. So one C-section, that's it.
Sometimes they do VBACs, but they don't. encourage them anymore because they said a lot of people had hemorrhaging because like it can bust and
but why would you even want to give natural birth? You already did it 5 times that way. Just stick to what you
because I don't have to go through. I don't have to sit like, oh, bitch, my water broke.
And it's push. That's one thing about a C-section that's convenient. You get to schedule it. You know when you're gonna do it.
Also, your water.
But you know, they said a lot of people are planning their pregnancy and their C-sections because they be like, oh, bitch, let me get pregnant here, and then I want to have my C-section so I could go to like Cancun. They was like, yo, people was scheduling.
Like, my show was on Tuesday night, so if I had my C-section Monday afternoon,
that's crazy.
My next week is snatched. And now, one thing I love about my doctors too, if you have a great doctor, sometimes they'll study cosmetic surgery on the side, and then they'll sew you flat.
I was told that.
Like this. Yes.
That's what I was told. That's why a lot of snapbacks be happening.
Because a lot of people, they wasn't sewing them back even, and you got to tell them, I want the invisible stitches. Like, you have to tell them, I want the invisible stitches, and I want just snatch me. And she's like, girl, you know I adore you.
You need insurance for that, because these people out here.
These Medicaid C-sections.
What's that doctor, the botch doctors? Where them things look like an autopsy.
No. Bitch, who tried to murder you?
Bitch, what in the Walking Dead?
Who brought you back to life?
Hello? Damn, that bitch in there. The brain. She got to go, honey.
You're silly.
Are you going back to Love and Hip Hop next season?
Yeah. I don't mind. I love reality TV. Mm-hmm. I love living my life out, what I want you to see in front of the world, or what people think, or how people think that I should react. One thing, like when we did the couples court, and like when all of that stuff was coming out, because I don't even know what episode.
He did a lie detector test and everything.
Child.
You believe those?
That's an iPhone detector test.
Child, that was a computer. That was an app.
I got the lie detector app right now. We're going to ask you some questions.
This is my lie detector test. Look me in my eyes. If you can't look me in my eyes.
Looking over here like
no, look me in my eyes. Did you or did you not? And
I got something in my eyelash.
Do you want me to do you had could you handle like you just gotta sometimes you gotta square them up in the eye and just be like, yo, then don't do that shit again, because that hurts. And sometimes you have to let people know what hurts. Mm-hmm. Like when you get to say, oh no, oh baby, you burned my scalp, you got too close to the edge.
Then they know they gotta take it easy.
I don't accept that. Now I'm gonna give you a little pass, but
don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
And you believe that he won't, or you just
he better not. Yeah. Or if he do, I better not find out.
Right.
Because then it's gonna be war. Because I turned my cheek.
Right.
So he knows. But like when I say,
you got butt cheeks.
Trying to get an apology, when you get an apology from a real man that has never apologized to any woman in his life, and they look you in your eye and say, I apologize. I'm sorry for when they apologize and item, and it's just like, yo, all right, you got it.
I accept that.
Yeah.
You wrote a song about it yet?
Oh yes. Like to hear it?
Here it goes.
Yeah. I love it. But you know, I've learned a lot, because like I said, I'm not an angel, but one thing I don't intentionally hurt people. Mm-hmm. That's not how I was raised. But my Scorpio sting, my get back, it's epic. So that's why I'm just like, I don't even like bringing that part out anymore,
right?
Because that's not even cute. That's not ladylike. That's tacky. That's tacky.
There you go.
I don't.
You
live
and you learn.
More. Yeah, a bitch 4.0. Bitch, like a bitch ain't 24 no more. My songs is 20 years old. I'm celebrating 20. Like, come on, like everybody has to grow up at some point. Mm-hmm. And so this is my growing up, and so I'm mature. Yes. Yep.
All right, Little Mo, we thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate it. It's our very special holiday edition.
Yes, like ASAP Rocky aside, because like we got to keep this going. Like I had a great time. Like thank y'all so much for having me. Like for real.
No, we happy.
I honestly needed this.
Well, good. Well, we can't get too dirty with you, but I do want you to sing in the bedroom next time. You know about what you about to do.
She wants you to sing in the bedroom. I just want you to sing on the deck.
What would be the title of your bedroom song that you about to do?
I got a couple. One is called First Time. One is called...
No, I'm talking about Dirty.
Oh, Dirty.
What's your specialty? What's your specialty?
I think that was my favorite.
Man, these big ass lists, bitch. I'm the Superwoman / Superhead featuring
Jadakiss.
But
the real Superhead.
Because then you want to know what was so big about Superhead.
Don't
back
you want
in
to
the
know?
day?
I saw the bit.
Yes.
To me, it was just okay.
I was just like, but they said Mr. Marcus said, I met him in LA one time. He was like,
yeah, he was up here.
He said that thing was fire.
Yeah.
He said, I was like, whoa.
He was running.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's the best thing.
He said after the first time he had to get it back. He said they had to bring her back because I had to redeem myself.
And you know what's the best? When you sucking somebody's dick so good and they don't want to come, but they can't help it. Like, no, wait, no, wait.
I gotta sing. I got a show. I got a show tonight. I can't wear this wig. They be like, somebody smell like bleach and syrup.
You sick.
I know I always gotta pee.
Yeah, Lord. Gigi didn't walk out though, so that's a good one.
Not yet.
No, now I'm gonna do I gotta do one of those songs like a play on word for real.
Do that.
That just gave me an idea.
We gonna be in the bedroom singing that.
That's gonna be lit.
Cause Lori, I think it's corny, but I like to listen to music. Like when I have sex, I like to have a playlist and everything.
I can't have no choir. I be like,
I like listening to
like
music
a
when
rock.
I'm having sex too.
I feel like everybody said I was corny for that.
Yeah.
Like I was just with my baby the other day and we was playing Future and I'm not even gonna lie. It was a little ratchet, but I liked it.
Future. I meant like some love songs.
Free hoes.
It was like incredible. I was like, right, baby.
Now you gonna start Millie rocking in the mid-stroke. Like.
Yo, sometimes you gotta have ratchet. Sometimes you gotta have a quickie. Sometimes you
know what I'm saying? Millie rocking, slapping your ass.
Sometimes you gotta be watching Walking Dead and be like,
that's your show.
I'm tired.
Yes, steaky leg in the bed. That's more like you pulled a muscle.
That thing
you got Charlie horse. You trying to get rid of it, you moving your leg.
The best thing you do is twerk in the bedroom. That's it. Twerk on that dick.
Dang.
I'm telling you, that Future album, I'm telling you.
You're right.
I don't have time. Like, I feel like we get into it. Like, I'm like, hold on 1 second.
Wait.
Let me get the music. Wait, the Bluetooth ain't connecting.
Then somebody call and be like,
it's too much.
But if your man is slick, like he got the Beats pill right there, he's
that shit already
slick. Okay, exactly.
I got my Sonos. All I gotta do is press. I got Sonos. And plus, I also feel like sometimes you sit at home and like a lot of times we don't take the time to do this, but like have a night where y'all have like a bottle of wine or whatever. Have a nice night at home where it's like relaxing. Y'all having conversation, having dessert. The music is already playing.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
That's
thing
sexy.
To do.
Yeah, because that don't happen all that often.
I see the lights all dim. And
the music being on then that's fine, but I ain't gonna be like we about to fuck. Hold on 1 second.
Let me
put
get
it on number 4.
And I highly recommend y'all do a playlist together. That's dope.
That's dope.
We did that the other day, and
you got to do it right, Steph. You do a playlist together.
We were at the house. I made some spaghetti.
Now y'all got songs together.
We had some wine, and we made a playlist together. Like we were he was like, "You like this song?" And we made a playlist.
Yes. I pick a song. You pick a song.
We had a crazy night. Oh, that night was so. It was such a full night. Like we drank, we ate, we talked, we argued, we made up, we had sex.
It was everything.
But that's dope. That's like every
week in one night.
Yes, every emotion. That's lit. Now that's lit.
We had a good
You
night.
got to do it. Because, Lomo, as you know, music is so important, like, for what it is that, in the bedroom, for everything in your life, like, you relate a song to something.
Absolutely.
Like, you could think of a period of your life where, I remember I was in Miami when that song came out, and we was in the club. Like, you remember so much. You remember certain songs remind you of a certain person. Yep. And some songs you're like, I can't even hear that song. It remind me of
so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, please. There's music I can't listen to because it reminds me of shit that I don't want to remember.
Right.
I feel like music. It's always connected to a part of your life.
Yeah. And honestly, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's powerful.
It's supposed to make you feel a way. There's certain songs. Then there's some songs you just be like, oh, okay. But there's certain songs that you be like, oh my God. Like,
the end of the road, the Boys to Men song. I can't listen to that. Every single time I listen to it, I cry.
Yes.
I can't listen to that song. Mama makes me cry.
I'm like, why am I crying?
And I love Boys to Men. Like, they're like my favorite boy band ever in life. And that song, I'm listening to Boyz II Men's Greatest Hits, and then I'm crying. I'm in the middle of getting my makeup done. Like,
Oh, you know what album was always popping for Jodeci? Remember they had that?
Jodeci.
They had the slow part, and then they had the fast part, but you'd be like,
me too, and I was like 7. There's nothing more pressure. I was like, I want to get married.
No, but that second album.
The show, the after party, the hotel?
You know, the one that it was like half of it was slow songs and then the other half was...
Yeah, the show, the after party.
Yeah, that one.
That was lit. Devontae was in his bag with that one. Yeah.
Everybody loved Devontae at that time. Sorry, Mary. Right? That was Mary's man,
Well, she was
right?
with KC.
Oh, KC.
yeah.
Just kidding.
But he was,
just kidding.
Yeah.
It was Dalvin and Devontae, right? They was brothers?
Yeah, 2 sets of brothers.
And then one turned into a fiend.
Casey and JoJo, they all turned into
3.
something, right?
They all
They kept
turned
falling
into
off
something.
But one of them is regular.
Regular?
Dalvin.
Dalvin, Mr. Dalvin is
Mr.
regular.
Dalvin.
Mr. Dalvin. You
Devontae still works, right?
That man, Mr.
Yeah, they said.
That was his. No, he's the one that
still
looks
what?
like
He
he's
on
in
something.
shape.
Okay.
He's still. I seen him
Yeah.
perform at the Bad Boy.
I think he
tour.
a pastor now. It's like it's probably something different because all of them come from church. So like for them to take that drastic
That shit
turn,
is crazy. Some shit didn't happen that we ain't know about.
Mo, you actually escaped all of that. Like you didn't end up, a lot of things happen with singers from.
And I was in that era when everybody was popping Molly's and E's. I was a part of it.
And you was around all those people from the hip hop world and the R&B
But
world.
I was like, I'm not gonna get caught up in that because I sort of like people was like, oh, that person just popped 5 X pills and a Cialis and a Viagra. I said that nigga gonna die. Like people was like,
and he
I was
did
just
the
like,
next week.
like real rap, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, what's? But when you young, you just having fun. But some people was just doing stuff, and I'm like, yo, you out of pocket,
Right.
And I was like, no, let me just go to my room. I used to always be scared. I just used to think I was gonna get kidnapped and thrown in the trunk. So we would literally do our shows. I would go to my room.
No, you probably were going to get kidnapped and put in the trunk. You did the right thing.
Yep, real rap. I would do
did
my
the
show.
right
I would
thing.
go right to my room. People were like, oh, we want to hang out. Nope. Good night.
No, you
take your black ass
yeah,
home.
because I ain't never
To this
hear
day.
of no Lil Mo scandals back then.
Nope.
Nothing.
You ain't never seen me with a pitcher of alcohol, a cup of liquor in my
Some
hand. You
water
ain't-
right now and
Yep.
some lemonade.
Yep.
That wasn't water. We put Belvedere. No, I'm joking.
She's like,
I knew my wig was leaning.
But again, Little Mo, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're coming to your podcast, though.
Yes.
Yep. It's gonna be lit. So just let me know. I'll hit you up and we gonna schedule
let's
it.
do it.
And we gonna go up again because we could curse on mine too.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
And
go.
listen, we always, and I just want to say, me personally, I always appreciate you. Like, I know we've
Thank you.
always had a good rapport.
Yep.
Even from when I first met you, a lot of people don't act like that, but I love the way that Little Mo has always been super cool with me. I always could just
Yeah,
hit her up.
always.
She showed up to the Juice Bar grand opening.
Yep, we drove
and
up from
surprised
Philly.
us.
Wow, that
And
was
yeah,
great.
for
I was
real.
like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
coming.
sure
But people
did.
like, you ain't coming. I'm like,
And then
I'ma be
nobody
there.
told me. She just popped up. It was a surprise.
I wanted some juice. I wanted some juice, and it was good too. Yes, I love supporting like that because that's outside of the norm. Like you doing stuff outside of the box, and I love supporting every movement when somebody does something that's dope and lit. I was just like, yo, like. That's cleansing somebody's life.
Right.
And the different ones y'all have, that's so freaking dope.
Yeah, we love doing things outside the box. I love things inside the box too.
She like things inside her box.
That's what
And on that note,
That's lip service.
we out.
supposed to make you feel away. There's certain songs, then there's some songs you just be like, oh, okay. But there's certain songs that you be like, oh my God. Like,
The
I wanna
end
punch
of the
this.
road, the Boyz II
God,
Men
I hate
song,
it. I
I
hate
can't
that
listen to
We
that.
sang that at my
Every single
graduation,
time I
and
listen to it, I
cried.
cry.
Yes.
Make you cry.
I
Or
can't
Mama.
listen to that song.
Mama.
makes
Oh, I
me
cried.
cry.
God.
That
I'm
made me
like,
think
why
of
am
my
I
nana.
crying?
Yeah.
And I love Boyz II Men. Like, they're like my favorite boy band
Yeah.
ever in life. And that song, I'm listening to Boyz II Men's Greatest Hits, and then I'm crying. I'm in the middle of getting my makeup done. Like,
Yep.
Oh, you know what album was always popping for Jodeci? Remember they had that?
Jodeci.
So you
They had
him,
the
my
slow
baby. I
part,
want
and
to
then they
get
had the fast part,
pregnant.
but you be like,
always.
slow
Me too, and I was like 7. There's nothing more pressure. I was like, I want to get
No,
married.
but that second album,
The show, the after party, the hotel?
the one that it was like half of it was slow songs, and then the other half
That's
was
it.
yeah, the show, the after party.
Yeah,
the
that
whole
That
thing.
was lit. Devontae was in his bag with that one.
Yeah. Everybody loved Devontae at that time. Sorry, Mary. Right? That was Mary's man.
she was with
right?
KC.
Oh, KC.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But he was
Just kidding.
Yeah.
it was Dalvin and Devontae, right? They was brothers.
Yeah, 2 sets of brothers.
and then
Damn.
one turned into a
Casey
fiend.
and JoJo, they all turned
3.
into something, right?
They all
They kept
turned
falling
into
off
something.
But one of them them is regular.
Dalvin.
Mr. Dalvin is regular.
Mr. Dalvin.
Devontae still works, right?
That man, Mr.
Child, they said
That was his. No, he's the one that looks like he's in shape.
Okay,
he's still. I seen him perform at the Bad Boy.
I think he a pastor now. It's like it's probably something different because all of them come from church. So like for them to take that drastic
turn, is crazy. Some shit didn't happen that we ain't know about.
Mo, you actually escaped all of that. Like you didn't end up. A lot of things happen with singers from.
And I was in that era when everybody was popping Molly's and E's. I was a part of it.
And you was around all those people from the hip hop world and the R&B world.
I was like, I'm not gonna get caught up in that because I sort of like people was like, oh, that person just popped 5 X pills and a Cialis and a Viagra. I said that nigga gonna die. Like people was like,
and he did the
like,
next week.
Like real rap. And I'm like, yo, what's? But when you young, you just having fun. But some people was just doing stuff, and I'm like, yo, you out of pocket,
right?
And I was like, no, let me just go to my room. I used to always be scared. I just used to think I was gonna get kidnapped and thrown in the trunk. Damn. So we would literally do our shows. I would go to my room.
No, you probably were gonna get kidnapped and put in the trunk. You did the right thing.
Yep, real rap. I would do my show. I would go right to my room. People were like, oh, we want to hang out. Nope. Good night.
No, you take your black ass.
Yeah, because I ain't never heard of no little Mo scandals back then.
Nope.
Nothing.
You ain't never seen me with a pitcher of alcohol, a cup of liquor in my hand.
Some water right now and some lemonade.
Yep.
That wasn't water. We put Belvedere. No, I'm joking.
She's like, I knew my wig was leaning. But again, Little Mo, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're coming to your podcast, though.
Yes. Yep. It's gonna be lit. So just let me know. I'll hit you up and we gonna schedule
let's
it.
do it.
And we gonna go up again because we could curse on mine too.
Yeah. And listen, we always I just want to say, me personally, I always appreciate you. Like I know we've always had a good rapport.
Yep.
Even from when I first met you, a lot of people don't act like that, but I love the way that Little Mo has always been super cool with me. I always could just hit her up. Always. She showed up to the Juice Bar grand opening.
Yep, we
and surprised us. And for real.
Like, I'm coming.
Sure.
But people like, you ain't coming. Like,
and then nobody told me. She just popped up. It was a surprise.
I wanted some juice. I wanted some juice, and it was good too. Yes, and I love supporting like that because that's outside of the norm. Mm-hmm. Like you doing stuff outside of the box, and I love supporting every movement when somebody does something that's dope and lit. I was just like, yo, like. That's cleansing somebody's life. Right. And the different ones y'all have, that's so freaking dope.
Yeah, we love doing things outside the box. I love things inside the box, too.
She like things inside her box.
That's what this is.
And on that
note, that's lip service.
We out.
Things inside her box.
That's what this is.
And on that note,
that's lip service.
We out.